Well, here we are, 100 years of the OSBI serving the great state of Oklahoma. It wasn't easy getting to this milestone, but we've had thousands of dedicated employees over the years who did everything they could to serve our citizens the right way. And on this journey, we've made a lifetime of memories. Now, I'd like to introduce some of the legends who came through and left their legacies.
Being the director of the OSBI was the greatest honor of my life. I started in law enforcement as a deputy sheriff and never dreamed that I would even be an OSBI agent. But I think the OSBI is key to law enforcement in Oklahoma because of its mission. But the mission only works if you've got the right people. And the thing that has always made the OSBI special is the people, the men and women who work here.
I saw how professional they were, and they worked major cases, and I thought, I want to work major cases. I don't want to work dog call cases, So I said, so I got my degree, and they hired me. I was barely just 30 years old, but I looked like I was about 14. And I'd go to a sheriff's office, and they would say, "Who are you?" And well, how long have you been in law enforcement? They just question me because they just think, well, there's this kid coming in here.
Well, when I started with the OSBI, there was about maybe 20 people. That's all there was. So I've observed the OSBI for years and years, and to what it has grown into today. So I realized how much it meant to the people of Oklahoma and to Oklahoma law enforcement. When I started, we were working the whole state out of Oklahoma City. The crime scene unit was. There was only about 3 of us, so we traveled quite a bit. Nights, weekends, holidays. The people that I've seen go through the OSBI have been great people, very qualified, very capable.
From the time I started till the time I left, we made strides and strides, coming in with the fingerprint identification system, automated criminal history system, and the ability for information to be accessed online. Many opportunities for the public to access this information. And the information is only located here in the Central Repository at the OSBI.
I do believe that I had the honor to serve with some of the finest criminal investigators in this world, on this planet. And you got to remember, I've been affiliated with this agency for about 60 years.
And I've always said that I was successful because I worked with a lot of successful people, guys that were really dedicated, and that helped a lot.
We all know these cases can be difficult for agents and criminalists. One case stuck with Special Agent Dick Wilkerson for over 50 years. A quadruple homicide in Woodward left northwest Oklahoma searching for answers. Dick and his fellow agents eventually located and arrested the suspect after days of following leads. As difficult as that case was for everyone involved, it was the people of Oklahoma who showed their appreciation when they stopped at a Pizza Hut there in town.
Spontaneously, this entire crowd jumped to their feet and gave us a standing ovation. And I think it made some of the toughest guys I ever know. It choked them up just like it choked me up thinking about it. But they deserved it. People of the state of Oklahoma need to give the OSBI a standing ovation.
Harvey Pratt is a well-known artist who had left his mark at the OSBI, but it's Harvey's dedication to documenting the work of others throughout our long history that is special. This mural, located on the 3rd floor of our headquarters building, shows some of the most impactful cases throughout the history of our state.
When I started doing drawings of around the building of different people and things that they did and looking at certain cases, to me that was important to showcase those specific cases that I did on the mural and painted around the building. Just there was things that would pop into my head about certain people, and I would discuss it with the director, and they would give me the okay, and then I would go ahead and paint that agents did and things that criminalists did and the lab people did. So those were important things to me, and I wanted to share those with the public.
It's got a lot of flowers there, and all those flowers have petals, and those petals have names on them. And when people would come to work here, I'd tell them, your name goes on that wall. Because you come here, you will forever change us. The day you set foot here, and the day you take that oath, you will forever change us. And so it is key that we pick the very best people. And for 100 years, the OSBI has done that for 100 years. I challenge anyone, anywhere, to find a law enforcement agency that's been around for 100 years with a stellar record and as clean a record as that of the OSBI.
It's got a great mission, but it's got great people performing that mission. I'm very proud of my affiliation.
I've made great friends, and I've enjoyed the relationship of everyone that's ever been associated with the OSBI.
The OSBI means to me personally friendships, longtime friendships, mentors, opportunities.
Everything changes. People change, technologies change, investigative techniques change, but the mission remains the same. In 1925, the mission of the OSBI was to assist local law enforcement and help those people be successful. The mission of the OSBI in 2025 is to help local law enforcement be successful. And through that, make Oklahoma a safer place to live. I only hope that we can do as well in the next 100 years.
It's not just these legends, but everyone in this room that helped make the OSBI the best agency in the state. From retirees to all of our current employees, I want to say thank you to everyone here, and I promise we'll work to make the next 100 years even better.